Stop taking magnesium glycinate immediately if you're making this mistake, because for so many people over the age of 50, the issue isn't the magnesium itself, it's how and when they're taking it. And if you get this wrong, you can actually make your symptoms worse instead of better. I see this all the time, and I want to help you avoid it. As we move past 50, our bodies work differently than they did years ago. Stress hits us harder, sleep becomes lighter, muscles feel tighter, and our digestion often slows down. Men and women both start experiencing changes in energy, mood, and recovery. Magnesium glycinate can be incredibly helpful, but only when it's used correctly. The mistake many people make is assuming that more is better or taking it alongside foods, supplements, or medications that block its absorption. That's when problems start showing up: grogginess, digestive discomfort, inconsistent sleep, or feeling wired instead of calm. If you're over 50, you need magnesium to help support your muscles, your heart, your nerves, and your overall well-being. But timing matters. Your body absorbs magnesium glycinate best when you take it away from heavy meals, especially meals high in fats or calcium, because those can compete for absorption. Taking it too close to caffeine can also cancel out the calming effect your body is hoping for. And many people take it too early in the day, which can leave them feeling sluggish when they're trying to stay focused. The smarter approach is to take it in the early evening, when your body is beginning to wind down, allowing it to ease tension naturally without dragging down your daytime energy. Lifestyle plays a huge role too. If your stress level is high, your body burns through minerals faster. If you're not sleeping well, your magnesium reserves drop even more. And if you're not drinking enough water, your body can't move magnesium into your cells efficiently. Small changes like staying hydrated, slowing your breathing throughout the day, and limiting late night screens all make magnesium work better for you. Your nervous system needs calm signals, not stimulation, to respond to magnesium in a healthy way. Nutrition matters just as much. If your diet is low in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, legumes, or whole grains, you're starting at a deficit. Magnesium glycinate should support your diet, not replace it. And if you're someone who loves salty snacks or processed foods, those can cause your body to lose magnesium quickly. Adding potassium-rich foods like avocados and bananas helps your cells hold magnesium where it needs to be. Spread your minerals throughout the day instead of stacking them all at once, and your body will absorb them more smoothly. Movement is key after 50. Your muscles rely on magnesium to relax properly, but they also need gentle, regular use. Even 10 to 15 minutes of walking, stretching, or light resistance exercises each day can make a huge difference. When your circulation improves, your body distributes magnesium more effectively. Many people notice they sleep better on days when they move more. It's not magic, it's physiology working the way it's meant to work. Your mental well-being plays a bigger part than most people realize. When your mind is tense, your body is tense. If you're rushing through the day, worrying constantly, or ignoring your body's signals, magnesium can't do its job the way you expect. Taking a few minutes every evening to breathe deeply, reflect, or simply sit in silence prepares your nervous system to receive the calming benefits of magnesium glycinate. It's a gentle shift, but for many people, it's the piece they've been missing. So before you keep taking magnesium the same way you've been doing, take a moment to look at your habits, your timing, your stress, your sleep, and your nutrition. One small correction can completely change how this mineral works for you, especially as you get older and your body needs a little more support than it used to. The biggest mistake people make with magnesium glycinate is taking it at the wrong time or with foods and supplements that block its absorption. After 50, changes in stress, sleep, digestion, and recovery make proper magnesium timing and dosage more important than ever. Magnesium works best when supported by hydration, balanced minerals, and a diet rich in whole foods rather than heavy, processed meals. Light daily movement improves circulation and helps the body use magnesium more effectively for relaxation and muscle function. A calm evening routine and reduced mental stress allow magnesium glycinate to support better sleep, mood, and overall well-being. The biggest mistake people make with magnesium glycinate is taking it at the wrong time or with foods and supplements that block its absorption. And this single issue can completely change how the body reacts to it. Many people assume magnesium glycinate is gentle enough to take any time, with anything, and in any amount, but the body doesn't work that way. Once you pass 50, digestion slows down, stomach acid levels naturally decrease, and the way nutrients move through your system changes. That means magnesium needs a clearer path to be absorbed, and when it's taken with heavy meals, especially those high in fats or dairy, the mineral competes for entry into your cells. Food sits longer in the stomach as you get older, so magnesium ends up getting bound to other nutrients instead of making it into your bloodstream, where it can have its calming and restorative effects. This is why so many people say magnesium does nothing for them when in reality their timing is the entire problem. Another common mistake is taking magnesium too close to caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant, magnesium is calming. When both enter the system around the same time, they cancel each other out. For someone over 50 who may already have disrupted sleep, fluctuating energy levels, or tension that's harder to break through, this becomes even more noticeable. Instead of feeling relaxed, the person might feel restless, foggy, or inconsistent throughout the day. This leads many people to increase their magnesium dose, thinking they need more when what they actually need is better timing. People also run into trouble when they take magnesium glycinate alongside supplements containing calcium, zinc, or iron. These minerals share similar absorption pathways, and when taken together, they compete with each other. After 50, when the body is already less efficient at absorbing nutrients, this competition becomes even more problematic. Calcium-heavy meals or supplements taken too close to magnesium can leave almost none of the magnesium available for the nervous system or muscles. What happens next is confusion and frustration, because instead of easing tension or supporting sleep, magnesium leaves the person feeling unchanged or even more fatigued. Taking magnesium too early in the day is another mistake that affects many people. Magnesium glycinate has a natural calming effect on the nervous system, helping reduce muscle tightness, stress signals, and overactive thoughts. When it's taken first thing in the morning, some people, especially those over 50, may feel slowed down, unfocused, or slightly groggy. Your body may not need that level of calm when you're trying to be alert, handle responsibilities, or stay mentally sharp. The better placement is later in the day, when the body begins shifting into a more relaxed state. This is when magnesium supports your natural rhythms instead of working against them. It's also important to consider how hydration affects absorption. Many individuals simply take magnesium without drinking enough water throughout the day. Water acts like a delivery system, helping the mineral move into your cells and perform its job effectively. Without adequate hydration, magnesium may pass through the body without being used efficiently. For adults over 50, staying hydrated becomes more essential because thirst signals weaken with age, making the body more prone to mild dehydration, which directly interferes with magnesium's effectiveness. After 50, changes in stress, sleep, digestion, and recovery make proper magnesium timing and dosage more important than ever because the body doesn't respond the same way it did in earlier years. Hormonal shifts, slower metabolic processes, and decreased muscle mass all play a role in how the nervous system handles everyday demands. Many people notice that their resilience is lower, their patience is shorter, and their energy isn't as stable as it used to be. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragile, with more frequent interruptions and early awakenings. Stress has a stronger physical impact, showing up as tight shoulders, headaches, restless thoughts, or difficulty winding down at night. All of these changes place a greater demand on magnesium, a mineral deeply involved in nerve function, muscle relaxation, and stress response. Magnesium timing becomes especially important because the nervous system in people over 50 tends to shift more quickly between calm and stress states. Taking magnesium too early in the day may dull alertness when your body actually needs focus and clear thinking. On the other hand, taking it too late, right before lying down, may not give the body enough time to absorb and utilize it before sleep. The early evening period is ideal for most people because it matches the natural rhythm of the parasympathetic system starting to activate. This helps promote a smoother transition from the activity of the day into a calmer, more restorative state without creating sluggishness during waking hours. Digestion also changes significantly after 50. Stomach acid levels naturally drop, which means nutrients are broken down more slowly and less efficiently. This affects the way magnesium glycinate is absorbed, because even though it's one of the gentler and more bioavailable forms of magnesium, it still requires a functioning digestive environment to be processed correctly. Digestive slowdowns, constipation, or irregular bowel movements can influence how quickly the supplement moves through the system and how much of it reaches the bloodstream. When magnesium is taken with a heavy meal or too close to other minerals like calcium or iron, its absorption can be cut in half. This is why so many older adults report inconsistent results, feeling great one day and unchanged the next. Recovery also becomes a larger concern after 50. Muscles stiffen more easily, inflammation lingers longer, and physical exertion takes more time to bounce back from. Magnesium plays a vital role in muscle relaxation and repair, so any issues with timing or dosage become more noticeable. If someone experiences cramps, tightness, or restlessness at night, chances are their body is signaling that magnesium isn't reaching the cells when it's needed most. In this stage of life, the muscles rely even more on consistent mineral support, especially when paired with gentle activity like walking, stretching, or light resistance training. Stress tolerance is another major factor that changes. What used to feel manageable can become overwhelming because the stress response system becomes more sensitive with age. Magnesium is essential for balancing the system by calming overactive nerve pathways. When taken at the wrong time, its benefits can be blunted, leading to increased irritability or persistent tension. Proper dosage also matters because taking too much can lead to digestive discomfort, while taking too little may not provide noticeable relief. Many people over 50 find that a moderate, consistent dose works better than increasing the amount in hopes of faster results. The goal is to support the body's natural rhythms rather than overwhelm them. Nutrition plays a major role in how well magnesium works, and many people underestimate how much their diet changes its absorption, especially after 50. When the body ages, its ability to hold and utilize minerals becomes less efficient, so every food choice begins to matter more. A diet low in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, legumes, and whole grains already puts most adults at a baseline deficiency. Magnesium glycinate can help fill the gap, but only if the foundation is strong. When someone keeps relying on supplements while regularly eating processed foods, high-sodium snacks, sugary items, and heavy fried meals, the body loses magnesium faster than the supplement can replace it. High salt intake is especially problematic because it pulls minerals out of the body, weakening muscles, affecting hydration, and increasing tension. People often blame the supplement for not working, when in reality their diet is undoing the benefits as fast as they come in. Hydration is another major nutritional factor that's often overlooked. Water helps carry magnesium into the cells, but as people age, they tend to drink less without realizing it. Thirst signals weaken, and busy routines lead to long gaps without adequate fluid intake. When the body is even mildly dehydrated, magnesium stays in the bloodstream instead of entering the tissues where it's needed, which can lead to symptoms like muscle tightness, headaches, and irritability. Increasing hydration throughout the day helps magnesium travel more efficiently and supports overall circulation. Even small habits like drinking a glass of water with each meal or keeping a bottle nearby can create a noticeable shift in how well magnesium functions. Balance between minerals is also essential. Foods rich in potassium, such as avocados, bananas, and sweet potatoes, help the cells retain magnesium instead of excreting it. Many adults over 50 unknowingly fall short on potassium because they eat fewer whole foods and don't include enough fruits and vegetables in their meals. When potassium is low, the body struggles to hold on to magnesium, causing a cycle where people keep supplementing without seeing lasting improvements. Including more plant-based foods alongside magnesium glycinate can dramatically improve stability in energy, mood, and muscle relaxation. Calcium intake also affects magnesium's performance. When meals are high in dairy or calcium, fortified foods, magnesium can get crowded out because both minerals compete for similar absorption pathways. This doesn't mean people should avoid calcium, but spacing it away from magnesium allows both to work more effectively. Many people take multiple supplements together for convenience, but this habit reduces the impact of each one. A simple adjustment like separating calcium and magnesium by a few hours can create a more noticeable improvement, especially in muscle comfort and nighttime relaxation. The timing of meals impacts absorption too. Heavy or late, night eating forces the digestive system to work harder, leaving less efficiency for nutrient uptake. Lighter, balanced meals during the day and a calmer evening routine help magnesium perform its natural calming functions without interference. Including foods rich in natural magnesium like pumpkin seeds, almonds, oats, spinach, and beans supports the supplement and allows the body to maintain steadier levels throughout the day. These dietary choices help the body handle stress more easily, support energy production, and promote smoother muscle function. As a person ages, this becomes increasingly important because the body's demand for steady mineral intake rises while absorption efficiency decreases. Movement becomes one of the most important factors in how effectively the body uses magnesium after 50, because circulation naturally slows down with age and muscles don't respond the way they used to. Regular activity doesn't have to be intense, but it does need to be consistent because movement helps deliver magnesium to the tissues that rely on it the most. Muscles cannot relax properly without this mineral, and when someone spends long hours sitting, stiffness builds, tension accumulates, and magnesium transport becomes less efficient. Even simple acts like walking, stretching, or gentle mobility exercises signal the body to increase blood flow, allowing nutrients to travel where they're needed. Many people notice that on days when they stay more active, they feel calmer, sleep better, and experience fewer aches, which isn't a coincidence. It's a direct reflection of improved magnesium utilization. As the body ages, muscle mass gradually decreases, a natural process known as sarcopenia. This loss of muscle makes it harder for the body to store and use magnesium effectively. Muscles act as reservoirs for minerals, so maintaining strength becomes essential for keeping magnesium levels stable. Light resistance training using bands, small dumbbells, or even bodyweight movements helps encourage the muscles to retain more minerals, improving both flexibility and recovery. People often assume that only intense workouts make a difference, but in reality, consistent low-impact activity supports healthier mineral balance without putting stress on the joints. Small movements throughout the day can be more beneficial than one long workout, especially for someone managing fatigue or stiffness. Balance and posture also play a role in how the body responds to magnesium. Poor posture compresses nerves and restricts circulation, especially in the neck, shoulders, and lower back. This can lead to tension, headaches, muscle tightness, and reduced mobility, all of which increase the body's demand for magnesium. Correcting posture through gentle adjustments, mindful standing, or performing stretching routines can relieve compression and allow magnesium to work more efficiently in calming the nervous system. Individuals who make small daily alignment adjustments often find they rely less on supplements because their body becomes more responsive to the minerals they are taking. Recovery becomes more important after 50, and this is where magnesium plays one of its biggest roles. When the body doesn't get enough movement, recovery slows down, inflammation lingers, and small injuries take longer to heal. Movement stimulates lymphatic flow, which helps remove waste products from the muscles and allows magnesium to support repair processes more effectively. Even slow walking after meals helps improve digestion, which indirectly boosts magnesium absorption. This gentle circulation support reduces bloating, muscle tightness, and nighttime restlessness, which many older adults struggle with. People who integrate light movement throughout the day often find that their muscles respond better to magnesium, and that tension becomes easier to manage. Breathing and movement also go hand in hand. Deep, controlled breathing increases oxygen flow, calms the nervous system, and enhances the body's ability to use magnesium to regulate stress responses. When breathing is shallow due to stress, poor posture, or long periods of sitting, the body enters a more alert state, burning through magnesium faster. Gentle stretching combined with slow breathing encourages the parasympathetic nervous system to activate, creating the ideal environment for magnesium to work. Practicing brief breathing exercises during the day, especially before taking magnesium in the evening, supports smoother relaxation and better sleep. Movement, even in its simplest forms, becomes a powerful partner to magnesium, helping the body absorb it, transport it, and use it in the areas where it's needed most. Mental well-being plays a larger role in magnesium's effectiveness than most people realize, especially after 50, because the nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress signals and takes longer to return to a calm state. When the mind is constantly tense, overwhelmed, or stuck in a cycle of worry, the body burns through magnesium at a much faster rate. Magnesium is a key mineral that helps regulate the stress response, and when the mind stays in a heightened state, the body drains its reserves quickly, leaving very little available for muscle relaxation, sleep support, or mood balance. Many people take magnesium hoping for calm, but they unknowingly maintain habits that counteract its effects. The supplement alone cannot quiet a nervous system that is constantly overloaded, which is why mental habits, environment, and daily routines matter just as much as the dosage. Even mild emotional tension affects how the body uses magnesium. When someone holds worry in their shoulders, keeps their jaw tight, or rushes through the day without pausing, the muscles stay partially contracted. This constant micro-tension uses up more magnesium because the mineral is required for muscle relaxation. Without intentional breaks or calming practices, the body stays in a loop of tension that magnesium alone cannot break. People often describe feeling wired but tired, a sign that their nervous system is overstimulated even when their body craves rest. Magnesium glycinate supports the calming pathways of the brain, but for it to work effectively, the mind needs opportunities to reset. Daily routines play a major part in shaping mental balance. Screen time, especially in the evening, overstimulates the brain, increases alertness, and interferes with the natural release of calming hormones. This makes it harder for magnesium to deliver its relaxing effects. Even reducing screen exposure by an hour before bed can dramatically improve how magnesium works. Creating a quiet evening routine with dim lighting, gentle breathing, or simple stretching helps the nervous system shift into a slower rhythm. When the mind enters this calmer state, magnesium can be absorbed and utilized more efficiently, supporting deeper rest and better recovery. Thought patterns also influence how magnesium works in the body. Overthinking, constant multitasking, and mental pressure activate stress pathways throughout the day. After 50, these pathways stay activated longer because the nervous system doesn't rebound as quickly as it used to. This leads to more magnesium being drained from the cells, leaving people feeling fatigued, irritable, or tense even when they're supplementing regularly. Practicing small moments of mindfulness, such as pausing to breathe slowly, taking a brief walk, or focusing on a single task at a time, helps slow the stress response. These simple shifts create a more supportive internal environment where magnesium can function as intended. Sleep quality is directly tied to mental well-being and magnesium efficiency. When someone goes to bed with a busy mind, magnesium may not have enough time to calm the nervous system before they fall asleep, leading to restless nights or early awakenings. A calm mental state before bedtime allows magnesium to engage with receptors in the brain that promote relaxation and smooth transitions into deeper sleep stages. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection, gratitude practice, or controlled breathing can help prepare the mind for rest. Emotional balance throughout the day also determines how much magnesium the body retains. The more mentally centered a person feels, the more efficiently the body holds on to minerals. When emotional stress is constant, magnesium is pushed out faster, digestion becomes irregular, and cortisol levels rise. All of these make it more difficult for the supplement to do its job. Gentle self-care practices, maintaining positive social connections, and setting healthy boundaries help stabilize the nervous system, creating an environment where magnesium glycinate can support mood, sleep, and overall well-being more effectively. When you understand how your body changes after 50, everything starts to make more sense. Magnesium glycinate isn't just another supplement you take out of routine. It's something that works with your nerves, your muscles, your digestion, your sleep, and your stress response. But it can only support you if you use it the right way. When you focus on timing, movement, hydration, nutrition, and a calmer mind, you give your body the environment it needs to receive the full benefit. And that's when people start noticing the real difference. Fewer restless evenings, less tension in the body, deeper sleep, steadier energy, and a calmer, more centered way of handling the day. Your body is always speaking to you, and when you give it what it needs in the right way, it responds. This is your reminder that small changes, done consistently, can completely transform how you feel moving forward.